WhiskyJason here, Whiskey Lad, Dublin 2023, together with
Higgins from Celtic Whiskey Shop, and I look after our Celtic Cask sales, which we source from Great Northern Distillery.
Yes. We talked last year, very, very informative. To be honest, one of the videos I learned the most from talking to you.
Yeah.
Now, what has changed in the last year in the whiskey market? Prices have gone up, but what else?
They've gone up marginally. Yeah,
marginally, yes.
Which is, I think, is mainly down to,
Inflation,
energy costs
yes.
and raw material costs,
Exactly.
that kind of thing. But it's not been exponential. It's not been huge. There are still bargains to be had in the whiskey world, and so that's it. We source some very nice sherry casks. We're still able to source them, thankfully, and the price of them hasn't gone up. So that's good.
Very good. Now, everything's from Great Northern Distillery.
It is, yeah.
So if I, as a normal person, go to Great Northern and say I want to buy a cask, they say no.
Yeah.
They say talk to Celtic Whiskey Shop. They have the connections and the distribution.
Exactly. And for anyone that doesn't know Great Northern, they're a big distillery.
Yes.
They deal in big numbers.
Yes.
So they don't want someone coming knocking on their door saying, "Can I buy one cask of whiskey?" So that's where we come in. So we have an inventory from them. We always have, first of all, ex-bourbon casks in their 5 styles. So they do single grain.
Yep.
They do double distilled single malt. Triple distilled single malt and triple distilled peated malt.
Right.
Which is interesting. It's triple distilled peated, not double distilled peated.
Can we talk about some prices real briefly? I mentioned them.
Yeah, now this is subject to change,
of
obviously.
Course, this is
today's price, yeah.
Next week they can be different, right? Yeah. So the single grain on order, 200 liters, would be 1,150 euros.
Yeah.
What does that include? That includes the cask, does it include any taxes?
There's no tax.
Right.
Which is the beauty.
Not yet.
The beauty at the first initial stage of buying a whiskey barrel.
Buying bonded whiskey.
Yeah, so it's under bond.
Yeah.
What you pay is the price you see there. I always say to customers, the costs come further down the line. So you have storage costs, which I'm not exactly sure what our storage costs are at the moment. They're about 150 a year.
That's okay.
Including insurance. Mm-hmm. So that's every year. But you do get a sample of your whiskey every year.
It's included in that price.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But the real costs come in when you decide to take your cask out of bond and bottle it.
Yes.
And you have to pay the tax man a huge amount of money.
Yeah. So in Ireland, we're paying, I pay 13 euros and 3 cents per litre alcohol. You pay in Ireland
24.50, I think it is. Something. Is it more than that?
It's more.
34.50.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think that you forgot that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So per litre of pure alcohol. So you could be looking at about an extra 60% on top of your initial investment.
Exactly. Then you have to pay VAT as well. I pay 19%. You pay 23. Exactly.
Yeah, taxman wins in Ireland.
I know, it wins again. So I always say double the price by the time I get the bottle. All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to pay another 5 to 10 euros for the bottling, for the labeling, and all that.
But that's only if you're deciding to release that whiskey out of bond and bottle it yourself. What a lot of people are thinking of doing is not doing any of that.
Right.
Sitting on their whiskey, paying the storage fees, and putting the cask into auction or selling it to a third party. And you don't have to involve the taxman at all.
Right.
It's their problem when they buy it.
I'm usually that third party, by the way. I want the whiskey in the bottle.
Yeah.
I want the label on it. I want to sell it. I want people to enjoy it and so on. Now, just at the other prices real quick.
Yeah.
So at the moment, the double distilled malt on order 1,450.
Yeah.
The triple distilled malt actually distilled in, for example, November here, 2022, 1,450. And you have the single pot still distilled also in November 2022, 1975. All right, those are all euros here. But you also have this is the interesting thing about Great Northern. We used to have the 50 ppm tripled distilled malt here. We have some older stock from 2021, from December. You're still under 2,000 euros at this moment. Next week it's going to go up to almost 2,400.
Yeah.
And they changed as well from the 50 ppm to the 25 ppm there.
25 ppm. I believe they're using a different supplier
Yes, they are.
for their malt.
Yeah.
So it's gone from a sort of Ardbeg style to a sort of Bowmore style.
Yeah, okay, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Both very good though.
Yeah.
For anyone who likes peated whiskey, their peated single malt is top notch. And I think I'm predicting, I think in 5-6 years time, people are going to be whispering about Great Northern Distillery's peated whiskey and saying, "Oh, this is."
I think they're already whispering about it, to be honest, but really shouting about it.
But it could be an Isla Beta. It could be up there. With those people.
Very good.
So our prices are subject to change. We also have incredible sherry casks, which our inventory is changing constantly. And it's
so you work with a specific bodega, or you have different bodegas?
I'm not allowed to talk on
Yes, they
who
do,
we
and he's
deal
not allowed to say
with.
anything.
My colleague Ali deals with all of that, and I know some of the people we deal with, and most of it is direct from Jerez. What I would say is a lot of our small barrels are Solera casks. And what has happened with them is they've been taken out of a Solera because they've been damaged, or they sprung a leak, and there are several people in Jerez who take those casks, cut them down, repair them. It's essentially a Solera cask with really nice active wood, repurposed for whiskey maturation, and they're incredibly rare. But because these are repaired casks, they're not in huge numbers, so it's people like us that get to enjoy them. Because
so imagine Macallan says, "I'd like to have 10,000 of those, please,
per
year," and they just go, "No, 10."
So it's a very bespoke sort of operation. And anyone who's interested in things like that, get in touch and ask us. We can tell you which ones are Solera and which ones aren't.
So you have customers basically from Ireland, or you have people from all over the world?
Everywhere.
If you'd like to grab some lunch, there are 3 food trucks
So
standing
anyone from Asia, anyone from America, anyone from anywhere, this is the place to contact. So where can we find you? www.
CelticWhiskeyShop.com. You'll find the second tab along on the homepage is our whiskey cask sales, and you'll find some very handy information there. There's a cask calculator which will give you a rough idea of the costs involved, and our full inventory as well. So,
All right, very, very good. So always a nice thing. So here at the Whiskey Life Dublin, you have the possibility to actually try the different whiskeys here.
To try some very young spirits, because it's not
exactly.
whiskey yet.
Excuse me, some pre-whiskey, so some spirit. Very, very good.
This one in particular, we had a very positive response to. We've had some.
Oh, what is it?
2.5-year-old refill PX. But
nice
a 53-liter cask.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty much whiskey as it is at 2.5 years old.
All right.
But that's it,
Very good. For all the investors and all the people that wanted to have their own bottling, this is the place to go for Irish whiskey at an affordable price. Of course, you can go to, I've seen inaugural cask programs, 10,000 euros for the cask, plus another 5,000 to fill it up and so on. Of course, you can do that. But if you want good Great Northern stock at a good price with people that know how to do it, all right, Celtic Whiskey.
Cheers, Jason.
I can recommend it. All right, Jason approved.
Excellent.
WhiskyJason here. Thank you very much. Together with. Bye bye.